Hello, hello, Sports with Munga. Well, I did not wish to do this now, but it feels inevitable. I'm not talking about what the topic is, but where it's headed. I wanted to give it some time to think, to kind of come up with what would be the message and what is looking inevitable right now. But I just couldn't wait. It is almost upon us what we had feared all along. Welcome to another episode of Sports with Monga. If you're new to the channel, we talk about different sports like Formula One. We talk about Premier League, the Bundesliga, the Champions League, Europa League. There's a lot of preview and reaction videos as well. In the Formula One, we have predictions. So if you want to be subscribed to the channel, do hit the subscribe button, like the video, and hit the bell icon to be updated for further videos. Premier League match, Bournemouth versus Manchester United ended with a 2-2 draw. And everybody almost feels, why did Manchester United even get lucky to get that penalty that Bruno Fernandes scored? We didn't deserve the win. We didn't deserve the point. I think we played really, really bad. But is this more? Is there more behind it than meets the eye right now is the question. Is there something more happening in the background with Erik ten Hag, with Manchester United? And what is really happening in that club? Dominic Solanke scoring in the 16th minute, Bruno Fernandes scoring 31st, but Justin Kluivert scoring in the 36th minute after conceding, after a penalty, after Bruno also kind of dispatched the penalty in the 65th minute to end the game 2-2. A lot of chances for Bournemouth. They could have won the game pretty early on, but then, of course, squandered chances. Manchester United did a very Manchester United thing to draw again. They've not won the last 4 games. They've drawn all their 4. Previous 4 games, Manchester United, they've not won. They drew and they lost one as well. The last win was pretty while back. So not going well for Manchester United, definitely, and it kind of cements their worst position as well. 7th is where they're going to sit. I think Newcastle is 6th with the goal difference, and Manchester United 7th with the goal difference -1. 50 points each, but West Ham with 48 points as well, so they can even slip up further. We've been talking about possible chances to get into Europe, but that's, I think, gone completely with 6 games to go, 10 points in between. I don't think Aston Villa or Tottenham or Newcastle will be dropping that many points, but Manchester United still have some hard games to play. Bournemouth on the other side are 12th with 42 points, and I think it's a good mid-season for Bournemouth there. A lot to get into, guys. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. Yeah, just get in comments below. Tell me how you feel about this game. Tell me how you felt about Manchester United and Bournemouth and this game. Couple of talking points definitely on my mind. Is this the end of Mr. Erik ten Hag? Have we seen enough? Will the board now simply say, okay, thank you very much? Ineos will be like, okay, thank you very much. We've seen enough. It's time to dispatch you and pack your bags and head back to where you came from. Is that the reality? I think it is 90% done. They wanted to see this game to see what happens, but the way it's just the management eventually of Erik ten Hag, right? He's had chances after chances to basically show and send a message to his players. Casemiro was shit yesterday. Rashford is playing on the left wing with Garnacho on the right. I have no idea why in his dream would he think that Garnacho would do great or equally better with being on the left and the right. So it's kind of weird for what the expectation eventually was on Garnacho. I didn't understand what he really wanted from him. Haaland didn't get any chances. Haaland was not getting any balls again, no service. So Haaland was silenced again. Rashford playing on the left. And I'm like, why is Rashford not being subbed off? And why is Garnacho being subbed off because he's playing on the right? And then you bring Diallo in. So I'm like, switch it up. Put Rashford in the middle if you want to. Put Haaland on the left or on the right. Or put Rashford on the right. Put Haaland in the middle. Put Garnacho on the left. And let's see what happens. Let's try. At halftime, he made the call of subbing out Garnacho. I think that's just not good. That just hit very different levels of craziness in my mind, which basically led to the fact that it possibly might be the end of Mr. Erik ten Hag because he's not able to make those choices. The player power is just completely out muscling him right now. Like if it's player 1, it's Erik ten Hag -50. Taking out Garnacho, 19-year-old, our best player for the season. For who? For Rashford, who's not scored a goal. Who are we waiting for? Like angels to fly and then kind of him getting his form back? What are we waiting for, Mr. Ten Hag? Yeah, I'm a big supporter of Ten Hag. I want him to stay, but I want him to take bold decisions. I would rather play with 15-year-olds who want to play for this club rather than seeing Mr. Casemiro, Mr. Rashford on the pitch. We were playing 9 men against 11. Casemiro was like, he just couldn't touch the ball. He just almost was like, why am I here? Why am I here? That's kind of what his statement was. I just don't get it. Drop in the comment section below. I might be coming hard, guys, but then drop in the comment section. Let me know, what do you think about this and my opinion about Rashford and Casemiro being the two big problems for the game yesterday. If we had, like, Mount was not injured. You bought Mount. Why didn't you play him? Of course, these are like, we don't know the backstories, like what's really happening in that club, like what's really, really happening in the club. We can just predict and see things from an outside perspective. But Erik ten Hag is the manager. He chooses the team. He chooses the squad. He decides the tactics. Why is he not being able to make a strong hold about this? Like, Manchester City doesn't have this problem. Foden is benched. Foden is dropped. Kevin De Bruyne is dropped. Who is not dropped in that team? I don't get it. I really don't get it, guys. It's kind of frustrating. Why is Erik ten Hag feeling this pressure? If he doesn't have players, play the 16. Like Kambwala, you played Kambwala. Play somewhere in the mid. Play someone who is young and in the mid and can run. Will play for the badge. Don't you want to see more? Like, I would love for him to bring more players, but I think he's tired. Yesterday, even in the press conference, it almost felt like he was walking off. He walked off of the question, but he was already kind of getting off. That question came right in the middle. So, like, come on, theatrics, like TV is doing what TV does, and Kluivert and social media is doing what social media does. But I feel Erik ten Hag, Ineos needs to wake up. Ineos needs to understand what's really happening with this club. Manchester United's best bet can't be Gareth Southgate or Roy Hodgson or Graham Potter. Manchester United is better than that. Changing managers doesn't change fate. We need to understand that as a club. We need to understand that as fans. Manchester United needs an overhaul, and Erik ten Hag is the right man for it. If you give him the right power, if you give him the power, he will bring you results. And that's what I want Ineos to back him with. But almost feels to me like Ineos had already made up their mind, and the player power is already there. But it's kind of sad. It's kind of a sad situation. But it's going to be interesting to see how things kind of play out more. FA Cup, Manchester United will play Manchester United will play the FA Cup draw as well. And that's kind of something that they would want to win. Saturday, Coventry versus Manchester United on the Sunday, 1 week from now. That's what the game is. Man City, Chelsea as well. But Manchester United will also face. It's a week. It's a complete week, so a lot can happen in a week. Manchester United, and there'll be, I think, very rumblings coming out already. Garnacho not happy. Of course, why would he be happy? 19-year-old being made a scapegoat of the game. Like, of course he made mistakes, but then he's your goal scorer as well. He's like, what? Make your choice here. Drop in the comment section below. Let me know what you think. What your thoughts about Erik ten Hag? Will he survive this week, or is it game over for Erik ten Hag? Will he get the sack before the FA Cup draw, or will it be after? And who do you think he will be replaced with? Because I don't think there are many options. Jurgen Klopp is not joining Manchester United. That's not happening. Carlo Ancelotti, 1 year. Xabi Alonso is not coming here. Xavi is not coming here. We're going to go for an English manager, which is going to be Potter or Roy Hodgson or Gareth Southgate. That's not best of the best. I don't want them. I don't want to see them. I don't want to see they play. I just want players who want to play for the badge. Rashford is not playing for the badge. He's playing for the cameras, and he wants to be in the team because he wants to play the Euros. Yeah, it's a weird situation. Nobody's playing for the badge. Bournemouth, well done. Good points for you. Could have won the game. If that was on a penalty, Manchester United would have basically lost the game. There was no chance we were going to win. Yeah, drop in the comment section below. Let me know what you think. And do hit the subscribe button, guys. Thanks for your support. Do like the video. Do share videos with Manchester United fans, and let me know what they think about this. And catch you in the next one.